Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Welcome, everybody, to ClassHorrorCast. And it's the Christmas season, everybody. Get excited. It is the Christmas season, and I'm Tomcat, one of the horror boys. And I'm dressed up like Santa Claus and have my Krampus sweater on for everybody that can see the video. And obviously, there's somebody else here.
I'm the other horror boy, actually very under the weather at the minute for this time of year, which is why I'm kind of trying to take a backseat from talking a massive amount. I am not wearing...
this is a podcast, right?
A cool beard and a cool hat and a cool jumper. I am wearing the same shitty Hawaiian Christmas shirt that I wore last year that has Santa... for
the Strange Brew Live special or whatever.
Riding a surfboard. And then I'm wearing a cream-colored,
it looks like you're not wearing a shirt underneath.
Oversized, dad fucking shirt. I'm like the classic, all I'm missing right now are those, fucking, those, crisscross sandals.
Oh, yeah.
With, white socks. That's all I'm missing now to be, a 50-year-old dad.
Yep, but it's the Christmas holiday. I can't do this beard and this fucking wig for that long. It is so itchy. It's so itchy. But this is going to be a lot of fun for everybody. Whoa. Oh, he's got a can of moobs. I have rum and eggnog. I have rum and eggnog, and a little Frankenstein is on my cup. And my cup is green, even though you can't tell because my whole studio is green.
I've never tasted eggnog, and I have no desire to.
No way. What? You've never had eggnog? It's like a...
it's into me.
Dude, it is like a dessert. It's like a drink dessert. Even my wife has never had it, never tried it, and I'm always like, come on. And everyone's like, you've never tried it? It is like it's better. I think it's better than strawberry milk or chocolate milk. It's like a dessert in a cup.
I'm so used to you saying either my fiance or Chelsea that when I hear you now saying my wife, I'm like, who? Tom has a wife as well?
My wife.
Tom has a wife and a fiance.
I know. My wife. But this will be kind of cool for everybody, especially this is the Christmas season. And you can actually get this movie for free and watch it with us. If you're just listening for hearing us banter about this movie, it could also be a lot of fun. But we always suggest people to, go watch the film. In the United States, you can get it. You can rent it pretty easily. It seems like from a lot of platforms, but in Canada and Ireland, it's not as accessible. So if you go to watchseriesstream.com, you can find it if you search in the Mean One. And I'm excited for this. Yes, I do think it will be trash, but I'm quite excited.
Likewise, actually, while I don't advocate for people illegally streaming movies,
me neither,
and not because of any fucking moral high ground or being like that's so wrong, man, you can't break the law.
I think you should support the movie.
Yeah, it's more about I can kind of appreciate how fucking difficult it must be to even get a trash movie made.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
so I do think people should support it.
If you can, if you're in a position to, or if you're in a country where you can, give the dude fucking $2 or $3 or whatever it is. Make him happy. Make his Christmas.
Yeah, if you can. We looked everywhere though. I looked everywhere. I looked and I could not find it. And I don't have an iTunes account. With the only thing I looked on YouTube, I looked on Prime, everywhere, and it's not available.
If you're out there and you happen to be listening to us talk about your movie, don't take anything we say for this episode serious, but also reach out to us and maybe send us a Blu-ray or something.
Yeah, I 100% would rep it. And who knows, I might actually like this. I actually weirdly like cheesy slasher film movies a lot of times. So.
Yeah, I like those Jack Frost movies.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
I like that one. That's my favorite.
I Christmas Vacation, I have not yet watched it this year. We just watched Home Alone recently, but it's number 2 I always save for closer to Christmas. We've watched The Grinch. I think we're doing a movie night next week, which we've been doing that kind of thing where I can smoke cigars and hang out. kind of with Chelsea's family, and I just mostly get stoned and drink scotch and stuff, and smoke cigars. But I'm kind of excited for this. You were supposed to be on the Christmas special for Strange Brew Podcast, which if anybody's listening to this, go check it out. We talked about the connection between magic mushrooms and Santa, and it's I believe it. I believe it.
Mushrooms are healthy once you get used to the madness and paranoia.
But I had a sound effect for you.
That Irish fucking gingerbread fisherman-looking motherfucker.
Nice. Where's that from, or what?
I have no idea. I found this awesome site with a bunch of different soundboard stuff, and you could literally just type in a name. So for people that don't know, my co-host is named Billy, and I found so many where I'm like, bro, I found and I just kept playing them throughout the Christmas episode.
What's the name of that?
Which is
shit?
a lot of
I
fun.
need that.
It's like Soundboard 101. I don't want to give it away, but that's pretty much what it is. Something like that. But it's you can type in anything. That's why I was like Irish, Ireland, and to see what would come up. I'm pretty excited for this. Who knows how much I might like this. I can't do this. I'm done. It's funny because look at this. It looks so weird.
That
this
looks
is my Jimmy
even
Savile wig.
While Tom is derobing there, I'll just give a quick breakdown, I guess. So, we're doing a commentary of the Mean One, which is a 2022 American black comedy Christmas horror film directed by Stephen Lamort and written by Flip and Finn Kobler. Why do these always have weird fucking names?
Flip and what?
Flip and Finn Kobler. Don't know. Never heard of him.
Weird.
The film parodies Dr. Seuss's 1957 children's book How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but as a horror retelling. It stars David Howard Thornton as the main character of the Grinch, who everybody else will probably know as Art the Clown from the Terrifier series.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I don't know. We'll eventually probably cover the Terrifier. I've only watched halfway through number 2. You'd be surprised. I actually was enjoying it for what it was.
Yeah, it's decent.
Just too long.
I got to know one of the producers really well. A really cool guy. Funny actually, he worked on Wall Street for his whole life, but always had a passion for movies. And now the dude is in his 60s and he's retired from all that. And he was like, now I'm going to use my retirement money to get into movies. He made his own movie about some sort of a war story, and then from there got involved with Terrifier, and now that's become a whole big thing. And he from talking to him behind the scenes, he was like, dude, I feel like I'm back in my 20s again. It's so great to be able to live again and enjoy every day. He's like, you know how cool it is to make props in your 60s and talk and watch horror films all day while putting fake blood on people. Yeah. He was like, that was my dream for 40 years on Wall Street.
And I think and I think anything is look at that story. Anything is possible. Obviously, you always need money, but there is an avenue for us. I think that we'll end up probably doing some pretty cool stuff in the near future, because we have plenty of fun ideas. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
So I guess before we get into it, the movie follows a young woman as she attempts to defend her childhood town from a green-skinned creature who goes on a murderous rampage during the holiday season. This was released theatrically as well on December 9th, 2022 by Atlas Film Distribution, and it received
probably limited theaters,
mostly negative reviews, wouldn't you know? And it had a box office of $612,000.
What?
It made $612,000.
Okay. I thought it made $600. I was like, wow.
That wouldn't have surprised me, to be honest.
I just feel like kind of everyone is a little bit trying to ride that Terrifier bandwagon where it became kind of a cult classic, and then they made the Halloween one or whatever, and then it was kind of shabby, and then they made the Terrifier, and it obviously got a cult following. I feel like people are trying to ride that bandwagon.
Yeah, and a lot of it is stemming from that Winnie the Pooh movie that came out, because a lot of these things are going into public domain, and there's a really weird loophole for this shit where you can make movies about characters, but if you do it in such a way where you don't mention certain names and certain things, then you can actually get away with it. In this, they have The Grinch character is called the Mean One. Then there's just a chick called Cindy instead of Cindy Lou. There's a character called Doc Zeus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then there's another character called Lou. So Cindy Lou. And then Mayor McBean.
That's funny. There's and I think that at some point we will do Blood and Honey. And this is where you're going to get sometimes for the video aspect is, we're going to release like a full commentary also, but for the people just catching our review of it, there's going to be stuff that we're going to review and get into, especially like some of these obscure, weird movies that got a lot of hype and promotion, but then mostly are maybe bad. I don't know. Like I can't judge this yet. I do have eggnog and rum, as I said. I have more of this, so see how that goes. I'm gonna get really high.
By, and maybe we'll get sponsored by Heineken now for me saying this, but I have a really bad, I don't know if it's like a sinus infection or allergies for the last couple of days, and they've been flaring up again. And I feel like this can of moobs is lessening the load on my nasal pressure right now.
Really? It's probably got some stuff in there, though. That's probably why.
It probably has some vaccines and shit. Oh no, I said the keyword. Oh, we're gonna be cancelled.
No, just don't say anything bad. We love them. They're so great. They keep you healthy. It's awesome. We
have to find all the good keywords and just keep saying them over and over again randomly.
I know. We got to look that up. I feel like there's a way
I'm just going to put them on my soundboard thing so it'll just come up being Pfizer.
Sponsored by Pfizer. So funny. We can just lie. So everybody, it's going to come up. Let me see this again. It's so if you're watching wherever you're watching it, it should come up on, what is this called? Give me a second. Desktop. So it's going to be a black screen, and then Desktop is slowly going to come into the fold. Let's hope we have no problem since we are streaming this through a
spooky website
site. Yeah, but I'm pretty excited for this, and
which we do not
let's
condone.
Get into
Remember
it.
that disclaimer: we do not condone illegal streaming. We hate it so much.
No, I do not condone.
Do you remember that advertisement on videotapes years ago where it was that big do little do little, and it's you wouldn't steal a purse, you wouldn't steal a car.
Oh yeah.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
All right, I got an ideas for now until I get a better sound effect. But when we're about to start the movie, you're gonna hear this. Okay? When you hear the beep, then we're gonna go. All right?
Okay, you do the countdown then.
Okay. Are you ready? You got your finger on the trigger, everybody. Get ready for this. It shall be fun.
One trigger on the finger, one finger on your trigger.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I am played.
Huh, weird.
All
I
right.
had the subtitles on and it said beep as you
That's
that
funny.
was kind of strange.
All right, let's see. Amy Rose Productions, Cali Pictures. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Am I right to say this? But I heard that Jim Carrey signed on to do another Grinch movie.
I did see that, that there's a Grinch 2, supposedly.
Whoa, I would love that.
Same.
I'm a big sucker for Jim Carrey.
Same.
You know what? Who knows? I might not be liking this shit. This might be a thing you watch with your buddies wasted.
Because this could have the potential to fall into ridiculous, Ginger Dead Man.
Yes. I know. Oh, yeah. Cindy, you know who? Wow.
See, I kind of like this.
I know. She knew what to do.
I mean, so far, right? The sound effects and stuff are pretty spot on.
What'd Santa Claus do? Diddler or something?
That one little kiss made his heart go 3 times larger.
Yes. What have I said? All right.
I'm kind of digging, though, this, narration.
I know. Yeah,
is
beat him with
this
the
like-
nutcracker.
Oh, is this like your classic like Freddy Krueger thing where it's like she beat the shit out of him? It's like the town burned him alive, so he comes back every year.
Oh, maybe. Wow, she stabbed him with the nutcracker. Oh. That's like, imagine seeing your mom die like that.
Do you know what? They've done a really good job so far of doing that thing of being like, turned love into hate and being all like Dr. Seussy.
Yeah. Huh. The thing is too, I always like critique like death scenes and stuff like that. But like I feel like you would live a lot longer. If you just got something pierced through your neck,
I don't know
if
if it went through that like
then maybe
fucking,
not.
yeah, those arteries there.
Maybe, yeah. But like we watched for everybody, go check out Dog Soldiers when it comes out. It should be out actually a week or two after this. But even that, when they could try to stuff his guts in together, I'm like, I don't know about that. You'd be dead, man.
Dude, I'm loving this narrator.
I actually am kind of enjoying myself. I'm gonna get really high for this.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I might like this more than I thought.
I know. If it's got good kills, maybe. Like I said, I'm a sucker for fucking trashy slasher films. Like one of my favorite Friday the 13th movies is number 5, and that's not even Jason.
You know what I'm kind of shocked by? Actually, I was looking up some full moon stuff because I would love to do an entire like deep dive on just full moon features as a company and that Charles Band's story, because his story is wild. The dude owned a giant production studio in Romania. He owned a castle in fucking Eastern Europe. That cool. Dude has a wild life. But I wonder, does he look at shit like this and be like, hold on a second now. Like Full Moon and Trauma kind of invented the trope of like shitty, those like really bizarre movies. I wonder, do they look at things like this and go, wait a sec, we should be doing that?
I know, because that would be kind of cool. And like I said, we should at some point, but we have to do some commentaries first. And I really do hope people really do enjoy the commentaries because we have a lot of fun doing them. And we want you to join us. And actually, so if you're like just listening, pause it and then wait till you get home and throw on the movie with us. But like, I would like to cover Trauma as a whole, but I want to do it after we watch and commentate on a bunch of movies or do deep dives into them. Like The Toxic Avenger, I haven't seen since I was a kid. I think that would be a lot of fun to revisit.
A good movie.
So there's a lot of things that I think we have ideas probably enough for the next like 5 to 6 years.
Weird. I was just looking at that scene as you were talking there, and like she was like flirting with the cop or some shit.
Well, that might be her dad. I hope it is her dad. That guy looks like the guy who played Michael Myers.
Oh yeah,
kind
fucking. I can't think of the guy's name. Is it James Jude Courtney or something?
We need to do a commentary on Halloween Ends for everybody, and then a review, because I saw someone post about how they're like, I don't care, I love the ending, and I'm like, I couldn't even watch it.
You know what? Right, I have not seen it, and I barely know anything about what happens in it. I have like a vague idea, and more recently, I've actually seen a lot of people defend that movie and go, I don't care, I like Halloween Ends.
I couldn't even get through, which shows me that I wasn't obviously enjoying it. Or I would have watched it.
I didn't even attempt to watch it. Like, and I would go to the movies to see any horror film ever. And like, I didn't even like attempt to book a ticket. I was like, I don't care.
It felt like another movie. Oh, there's his. I hope they show a little bit in his cave or something.
There's all like body parts and shit and like pieces of shit and piss everywhere.
Yeah, just like, because it would be like the Grinch. You know how he eats garbage and shit? Like in the like original Grinch, like, well, at least the Jim Carrey one. No place like home. And it would be funny if he's like eating like beer bottles and like cat poop.
Do you know much about Dr. Seuss himself?
Not as much. I know there's something about him that's kind of shady. I remember hearing.
I feel like all of those kind of guys as well, they'll always have something fucking weird. Like to me, the fact that he just put doctor in front of his name, for no reason, and his name is like fucking Ted Zawinski or something. Seuss
Ted,
is,
he's dead. He's dead. Kaczynski. He's the Unabomber. It is weird though. Like, I remember hearing some conspiracy stuff, but I can't remember what it is. So I don't want to say anything like, "Oh, he's part of the CIA" or something. But I feel like he must have taken acid at least once in his life. The Zimbombers go boom bomber, like all the weird shit he'd say. The Yompers go yum peep yum, or like my grandma used to read them to me. Especially the one about that goose thing or whatever. I have to look up the books to.
do you know what's mad as well? Like, he done a lot of like war propaganda during World War II, and he won an Academy Award.
Maybe that's what I heard. That's maybe that what I heard. Because either I've been watching. I started this morning. Is just the doc on Netflix. She's just dreaming. The new one about on the front lines and stuff like that. And I was like Googling like, how'd they have all this footage? And it's like, well, they got the camera crew and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just question everything. I'm like, it looks like they've obviously remastered it, and it could probably look horrible before, right? But it's just interesting to watch it because they have the German side and they have kind of Britain, and I think eventually they'll have America side of like their filming, and they even show like the British side of stuff, and it's just what a different time to be alive that we're getting very close to.
Good old Mayor McBean.
Yeah. Mayor McBean. Oh, it's a female. You can't be a female and be mayor. Come on, men run the world.
Also,
kidding everybody.
Here's another cool story that people may not know
Kidding.
about Dr. Seuss. So his first wife, he
beat her?
No, but he cheated on her religiously. And even cheated on her while she was dying with cancer. And so much so that the woman didn't even allow the cancer to kill her. She committed suicide from the way he was treating her.
Wow.
And then
see people,
12
all these
months
people
later, he married the chick that he was cheating on his wife with. And wait, there's another little caveat to all this. In his wife's suicide note, she left a piece to him, and she told him that, look, I think his actual name is Theodore. She was like, Theodore, it's fine. You don't have to tell people that this is what happened. Tell them that my illness got me, because I don't want all the children that look up to you to hate you. And he done exactly that, and then years later got outed for being a scumbag.
That's why all these people are scum, and you don't even realize it. She just drew a picture of it and of what she saw, and the cop's like, "This is not what she saw. There's no way." But it's like Gandhi. I always bring up like the Gandhi stuff. Everyone's like, "Oh, everyone thought he was such a good guy." Meanwhile, he slept with his like 13-year-old cousin. I'm pretty sure, and we know for a fact that his wife got malaria or something, some sort of disease that they had medicine for. The British did, and they said it was against their religion. His wife died, but when he got the disease, he took the medicine.
Yeah,
so he's a hypocritical
scum.
Yeah.
Scum. All these people are scum, and apparently he was a massive racist as well. A lot of his
Gandhi?
books got fucking Dr. Seuss.
That'd be so funny. God, he's super racist.
There's like a shit ton apparently of Seuss's work that got like pulled off the shelves in recent years for like having shit tons of like racist stuff about like Japanese people and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know the Japanese thing. I thought it would be like, you know how they used to like interpret black people? That's what I thought it would be, like the big lips. And
there's stuff like that as well with like black people and something to do with elephants and shit. Yeah, so I don't know. I think he was a bit creepier
Strange
than he was.
Brew. What we should do on Strange Brew is do a Dr. Seuss behind the lies of Dr. Seuss or something like. I would actually just talk about it because, to be honest, I do think that people would listen and they would be interested by it.
I just feel like anybody like that who is...
I'm putting that on the docket.
That wild and like creative has to have some like skeletons in the closet.
Yeah, 100%. I could do 45 minutes on Dr. Seuss. I guarantee it.
Look at his work, and I'm not taking away from some of his stuff. Don't get me wrong; it's absolutely amazing. And like they have Seuss Landing in Universal Orlando, and it's amazing. But like, you gotta wonder, like anybody who comes up with that content has got to be a little bit fucking.
I thought it sounds like someone that's on acid. You know, someone that like did acid and then they're like fried and it'd be like. The Zimp Zompers go boom boom. You know, it's just like you're talking like some weird maniac.
His dad used to work somewhere with animals, like in one of the big zoos.
Yeah.
And when some of the animals, like exotic animals, used to die, he used to give
he fucked them.
He used to give him like the antlers and like all this weird shit, right? And then he would make like these big paper mache things. There's images online of them, and he would put the antlers and the bones, the actual bones, into them. And like someone asked him about it. He had like 18 or 19 different sculptures, and he was like, "Oh, I just call it like unorthodox taxidermy." And like some of it is like the freakiest looking shit. It's like this weird alien head with like a fucking horn coming out of his forehead.
That is so bizarre and kind of illegal, isn't it? I thought you were gonna say that, you know.
Well, I mean, he could have. I don't know.
He liked the erotic animals. You know, they died. He's like, "What's that guy doing in there?" Oh, he's like, he paid us $10,000 to do this. It's Dr. Seuss fucking a zebra, being like, "This is a Zim Zompera."
Is that her dad, or is that her like husband or boyfriend or something?
I can't tell. I would hope it's her dad because he's a little old for her. Nothing against that, but it's just creepy. I give all of the, like, if a man in his 20s, 30s is with a 40 or 50-year-old, whatever. You know, you don't see that often. But you always see an old dude with a young chick, especially if you got the money.
You know what, as well? This is actually shot quite well.
I was already going to say that earlier. The transition between scenes, the way it's shot is actually not that bad.
Okay, yeah, she said dad, so it is her dad.
Oh, yeah. But when the action starts, it's definitely like filmed like a TV movie.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
The
acting, wow,
acting,
that's CG. Whoa.
Oh, man, you need to do that. You could have done that on your own. He like just gets out of there like magically. They could have shoved a pole that they just painted like a candy cane through the window. Come on.
Oh, what?
Now she wakes up in a mental ward.
Did she kill her dad, or is that what they think?
Maybe. Why does it sound like they're trying to rip off like Anthony Hopkins, man?
But isn't that meant to sound like the narration from like the Dr. Seuss movies? It
is, but that definitely sounds like that guy does an impression of Anthony Hopkins. Like if you think about like listen to it Clarice. Next time, and then think about Hannibal. It's like I have this sound
Agent
effect.
Starling.
Wait, I have this sound effect for Billy, so this actually kind of ties in. It's very funny.
Billy is not a real transsexual, but he thinks he is. He tries to be. He's tried to be a lot of things, I expect.
He tries to be a lot of things, I expect. Billy really liked that one. I didn't like that site. I looked that up and I was like, wow, Billy will get a great kick out of that. He's not a real one. Is that funny? I clicked that and I cried. God knew he would laugh. Re-elect Mayor McBean.
Okay, so on October 7th, 2022, XYZ Films announced they were collaborating with A Sleight of Hands Productions, Amy Rose Productions, and Cali Pictures on distributing an unauthorized horror parody of Dr. Seuss's book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Their manager of acquisitions, Alex Williams, stated, as a passionate fan of seasonal horror and the Terrifier franchise, The Mean One is the exact kind of film that lands on my personal nice list. The movie is a stunningly great time with ferociously subversive turn for David Howard Thornton, and XYZ Films is so proud to be bringing this soon-to-be iconic Christmas slasher to audiences this holiday season.
We don't know. This could end up getting a cult following. The weirdest movies have, so it's quite possible that this could. I will judge it at the end of this, and I'll tell you my real opinions because I don't hold back. I'll tell you what I really think on most things.
Now,
When I was talking for everybody,
cringy.
yeah, there's some of the acting is
Scary.
that's why like a TV movie. That's what I would make sure, even if we made a movie and it even like kind of looked like shit, like the filming wasn't as great as it could be, I would make sure that whoever's on it is like decent at acting. I don't even care if I wasn't paying them that much. I would be like, I'll act the whole movie myself if I need to.
It's really weird, right? I often wonder with movies like this, and that's like by no means am I saying this is like a pinnacle in movie making or anything, but like it goes from like really good scenes and like decent acting to like then you have a scene like with the cop and that mayor, and it's just like, is this from a different movie?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, and sometimes it's about the script writing too. Like even the way if I had like was gonna write one at one day, which I hope to, is like I don't know. I really want it if we do like a screenplay. I really like to do it like authentic, like very like how I know people would talk, like that I know. She's having flashbacks. Don't do too much acid like Dr. Zeus because you'll have plenty of those.
This cop is.
I've never had that yet. The cop?
Yeah, he's already annoying me.
He's trying to get it in, man.
I know, yeah, but he's just fucking cringy.
I know.
That haircut as well, that Lego man haircut, he needs to drop that in 2022.
So true.
Hey, what about me, baby?
I know.
Oh, it is. It has that like daytime Christmas movie vibe, like Hallmark.
I know. I don't know if that was on purpose. I feel like it just personally, I don't know. I would just go for a darker aspect. I'm not saying I've even fucking went to school for making a movie or writing a script or anything like that, but I'm going to do something one day and you'll all be shocked of how amazingly shitty it is. Fucking knows. I would make sure to add in like this fucking weird humor. Like, I don't know. I always looking at movies like American Werewolf in London, like we just talked about, which I really enjoyed that, is like, I don't know. You just never know. Like, that's why I was like, maybe we could do commentary and schlock because it's like, look at the movies that some of these directors first made and then they do one and it changes everything.
So, you want to hear something weird, right? So remember this
Something strange.
Flip Kobler guy I was talking about that like wrote this movie.
Yeah, Flip Cobbler. Yeah.
And he's in this as well. I think he might have been the dad that got killed.
Oh, so he's an older dude, yeah?
Yeah, right. But here,
Yeah.
so here he has some other previous writing credits.
Okay.
So he first started with an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Let me just get this up here now. Then he followed that up with Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. Pocahontas.
Is that for like a Disney thing?
Yeah, Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World. The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, The Secret of the Bell. Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, all these second movies.
The Powerpuff Girls.
I've probably
The Long
seen
Way
a lot of
Back.
those.
Yeah, same. But it's weird that he like drew out the.
Can I ask you,
90s
what
and
is
2000s.
Simba's Pride about?
Let's find out if it's what
Just
you're
kidding.
alluding to. Simba's daughter
He's
is
like-
the key to a resolution of a bitter feud between Simba's pride and the outcast pride led by the mate of Scar.
I know what they were hitting to that, but I was saying that's something different. It's like,
Yeah, no, I
it's
know.
Simba.
The reason I read the plot was because I wanted
Kidding
to see
everybody.
was there any way to be like able to twist it into that.
Yeah. Everyone know, take nothing seriously. Everything is just jokes. If people get butthurt by jokes, that makes me pretty sad about the direction of our world. You know?
Let's see what else. Okay, so we have. Do you want to know the tagline?
I just want to see him in full blown makeup. What?
The tagline for the movie is "Slashing through the snow."
You know what? I kind of like it.
Yeah, not bad.
I know. I actually
Not
do kind of
bad.
like it. I feel like it's definitely been, it must have been used before.
But not bad. I'll give it that.
And as crazy as it sounds, I don't know. And I know you like just doing things, once and doing it. I just feel like at some point I'd like to do Santa's Sleigh again. Now that I've seen it once, because I didn't see it before, it's kind of like, let's redo like an actual review of it. Because I was watching on like
out there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We were watching it on like YouTube. So if we both pull up like an HD version of it or something like that, and we could probably actually stream it so everyone could watch it with us. Like if it's all, I don't know, if all these movies are on YouTube, I feel like there might be a chance we'd be able to like not even get hit by anything. Let me drink my hot cocoa. She's very happy about that hot cocoa. Makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. Mountain's pretty cool. It's definitely probably fake a picture that they just took and posted in there, but
just like superimposed it in behind.
And I'm going to say I do not like that there's no fucking snow in this town. He is the Grinch, but they filmed it in like California.
Is he going to talk? Oh, is that meant to be fake snow?
Yeah, that looks awful.
Or real snow, sorry, but it just looks terrible.
I'm really curious because like that's what I want to see. I want to see when he like his like appearance, like.
But like, is he going to be trying to do like the Jim Carrey kind of like?
I know it'd be funny.
Thing?
Does he have a dog with him that eats the face of the victims? He should have a fucking dog.
Like he. Because David Howard Thornton or whatever could actually be quite good.
We've never heard him speak before. I have guff already. I just don't like how it's like sunny and warm out. Like they're just wearing like a long sleeve shirt. Huh. There he is.
Oh no.
This is so weird.
This is gonna.
You.
Is she throwing? Is that supposed to be coal?
I don't know. That one scene made it go drastically downhill.
Wow,
I feel like I could tell that it was Art the Clown.
My biggest concern actually wasn't even the fact that she just stood there going, "You're real, you're real, you're real," while throwing rocks at his head. It was more the fact that he was going like.
I agree.
I wanted him
Why
to
did
like
he just laugh and run away?
Yeah, and just like say something like the Grinch.
To be honest, okay, I'm gonna say this already. What I would have done was focus more of it being on at night, and then in a place where there was actual snow, film it there because this idea, like you could easily, because it's always dark and dreary when it's snowing, so you could film it in like a darker weather and show less, but make it creepier. Do you know what I mean? Like, it actually legitimately bothers me. That's what I'm saying. It actually legitimately bothers me that it's like there's no snow. Like in a Christmas movie, especially one about the Grinch.
Is this like, was this rushed into production, I wonder? And it was a case of like, we need to get it out for Christmas, so we've got to film it in the summer?
I know, it doesn't even make sense.
Oh my God, look at that. The CG, the picture onto the camera.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh God. Oh.
That chick, so funny. I feel like she looks like somebody that I knew that I went to high school with. Very generic. Huh.
We're all kind of over pronunciating our words to try and get our point across in the movie for some reason.
Yeah, it does sound like that.
Like, I'm glad to hear it. Why are we all doing that?
I'm so bothered that she kept being like, "You're real, you're real, you're real." Like, what the fuck, man? Why?
I love that. The cop was like, "Oh yeah, you have a history of mental illness, so we're not listening to you."
What? We only listen to people with mental illnesses.
Yeah, I thought is this reverse world?
I know. Are politicians actually caring people that really care about their citizens and not lining the pockets of their friends and themselves? It's like all the politicians are homeless because they actually like care about giving the money to the people and not to give they're like a homeless guy. But like we love President Jim Schipple, and he's like they pan over to him and he's like in a trash heap, be like, "I love the people."
Oh wow!
Have you seen me?
Big furry green, and it's just like a
No.
blob.
There would be someone coming up and be like, "Are you also looking for Bigfoot?" Because I, swear to God,
they
I
could have
saw
made
him.
that aspect there where it was like, "Have you seen me?" They could have like really made that freaky, like some of the Bigfoot stories.
Yeah. Even that. Because the idea, right, even in the Grinch, like the one with Jim Carrey, right? They only like know, they don't actually, they've never really seen him, but they know of him, right? Until later.
SantaCon, interesting.
Oh, you know what that is? You know what SantaCon is, right?
This is obviously going to be something sarcastic, right?
No. It's like actually, no, I'm telling you about the real thing. Do you know what it is?
Oh, I'm just not interested in him growling. I'm just not interested
No, I
in
know.
that. It
I'm not
happened
into
again
that
there.
at all. He's not some weird creature. He's like a person kind of thing. He is a creature, but he's not like a bear. You know what SantaCon is? So they do this a lot in Florida,
Just a big convention of Santas.
New York. So people legitimately, this is what it is. People dress up like Santa and they get drunk. So on the one of the Christmas live specials, I showed some video from SantaCon, and it was like a dude filming from his apartment, and there's like 5 Santas all fighting each other. Like it's they're throwing each other into cars and shit. Like it's like wild. And supposedly this happens a lot. The people just get drunk, and then it's a bunch of Santas like fighting or doing
Like-
weird shit or.
Other than some of the chicks there, which seemed kind of hot, like that was like my idea of fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. It's like the generic, like, let me grab your ass.
I know. I don't know. I think you're lying. I think that like if it was me, you, and a couple other people, even just me and you dressed as Santa getting drunk somewhere, I feel like you would probably end up liking it.
Probably, yeah. If I was in the situation, I'd probably like
Yeah.
it much more.
I know. Maybe not hanging out with these douchebags, but it's so fun. I always hear about that stuff. We'll have to do a live special at some point. And I'll show you some SantaCon clips.
What was that scene?
That was stupid also. Are they meaning for it to be this way? Or is
What
this
was
like
that?
kind of satire? The guy
What, like-
comes up and tries to the R word her, and then he just like, and then fucking hits her.
She's like, sorry.
So weird.
I don't know. It's just getting like, it started off really strong for me. And I was like, oh, this could be amazing.
And it's
And
never
like,
that way.
it's just kind of like,
It's like Ginger Dead Man, which this year we are for sure. Oh, there's an icicle in his neck. That was a CGI door almost looked like. That didn't look even real. I
do that. Oh,
I would love. Oh, there he is. I would love to do
Please,
Evil
God,
Bong.
let
I've
him
never
talk.
seen Evil Bong. We got to
neither
do.
have I. Please talk. Please talk. Please talk.
Yeah, come on. I want to hear him talk.
Don't growl.
Or is it going to be like a mime?
Oh, is it going to be like Art the Clown?
Yeah.
Potentially. Maybe they don't want to make it even cringier by having him talk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
This is fucking weird. That guy's got. He's riding a reindeer. That's kind of funny. I like that guy
dude
screaming
screaming?
with the beard. That's funny. Like it's definitely they're aware of what they're doing though. Like maybe that's why it's supposed to be kind of ridiculous. It's like they're aware that
they're just
it's
like
already
leaning
ridiculous.
into what it is.
Yeah.
What's with the like spikes through
easy
the
kill.
head, like kind of thing?
I know. They keep using it over and over again.
I kind of like the Christmas tree, dude.
Yeah. I I would have just stood there like I'm not real. I'm not a person in a costume.
So it doesn't look like he's going to talk then at all.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. Okay. I think the Christmas tree like wheezing out is pretty funny. Sorry, everyone. I'm fucking smoked a bunch of weed on this. If I'm coughing.
Oh, nice. What did he do? Stomp her head. That was kind of good. He broke a bottle over his head.
Yeah. Just the pan over to her being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it looks like she's not even supposed to beat her.
I know.
I mean, pretty extensive. Oh, that was CGI blood on the jukebox. Ugh.
Oh, I hate that. You can't just splash it on there, Ant? Like, come on. Well, we're renting this prop. That's CGI.
Oh my God. You know what,
I miss practical effects.
It pains me that like it's cheaper for movies to do that shitty CGI than it is to do like a bit of practical work.
I would rather see shitty practical effects than shitty CGI, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it comes from like the financiers and the producers and stuff are like, look, we don't have the time for you to mess around with practical effects. Because I will say, right, without having any prior knowledge of like anyone involved in this, most filmmakers and creators want to do it practically, but it seems to be like the guys up above, like the business guys are the ones who are like, we're not messing around with all that bullshit playing with toys, just do CGI.
We need to take that out of movies. We need to figure out a better way because a bunch of people like, and then you have movies that could have been good or like, you know, comedy, man. Comedy doesn't exist anymore unless it's stand up and like shows and podcasts. Really, comedy doesn't exist in movies anymore. And if it does, it's not that great. They have to dance around all these lines.
You have like movies that are supposed to be comedies.
Yeah.
But it's like not like you have like the template for a comedy. It's like, oh, this is supposed to be like a ha-ha funny movie.
Yeah, we watched the Switch or whatever, the Family Switch, the new Christmas movie on Netflix. And I was like, it was okay. And I'm like...
I watched that new Eddie Murphy Christmas fucking thing.
Oh, fucking Candy Cane Lane. Did you like it?
I didn't actually want to watch it, but the kid had it on and like I kind of caught the tail end of it. And I was like, oh God, I hate this so much. And I'd love to punch Eddie Murphy in the face.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. He sold out hard, man. Like a lot
I have a feeling as well that he's got some Dr. Seuss in him.
Yeah. I don't know. All those topless celebrities sold their soul. I don't care if people want to believe or whatever. I think that they sold their soul. I think there's
Eddie
something
Murphy even looks like a clone to me.
He does. He doesn't look the same at all.
No, he doesn't. From what I remember as a kid, he does. I know obviously that's like 20-something years ago, but like he looks like a completely different human.
Yeah, and for all the fans that want to hear more, I definitely want to do an episode about cloning. It's in our everything that's in our intro song for Strange Brew. We'll have to cover at some point. So cloning celebrities is on that list. I'm just gonna do all research in this wacky stuff and just be like, because there is a place in Toronto, for everybody's knowledge, called Clone Aid. And you can go like tour the facility, I think if you want to get cloned or some shit.
Do it and have two of you sitting on screen.
Fuck, man, I don't know if the world can handle two of me. That's what my wife would definitely say that, but I can handle two of you.
Do you think that if you had a clone of yourself that you would like it'd be like the best thing ever, or do you think you'd want to stab him?
I think it'd be pretty good. Like it'd be pretty good because I would my minds would work the same essentially, mostly. And the clone is the clone. Like where's that? There's a movie about it where it's like, you know, he gets his clone to go to work, and then his clone starts to figure out that he's gave him the shit end of the stick. I just need a clone that's like, not even that. It has to bow to me. It has to be subservient to me. Because if it gains, then it's just gonna be we're gonna be fist fighting all the time. That's what will happen. But really, if you like had an agreement, you go to work this day, I'll work on the podcast this day, I go to work this day, and then you just go back and forth and make it super even, you know? But Chelsea's got to know.
There, a minute ago, but this bar is called Hortons. I think that's a reference to
Tim Hortons?
No, Hortons Here's a Hill or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. I was like,
nobody
Canada?
knows what Tim Hortons is, dude.
It's so weird. It is. It used to be like a cool, like thing. Not cool, but like that's a Canadian thing, and it still is. I don't like their. I don't like them anymore. They're like whack, and their food, all of their food gives me some sort of like indigestion,
E.
like
coli.
I'm burping. Yes, yeah. But it was a coffee joint with donuts, and then they just kept adding food like they do with everything nowadays. But it's funny how nobody knows that it's a Canadian thing. It's like that's our.
No,
Dunkin'
I will
Donuts.
say I have heard of it an awful lot. I will say
Tim Hortons. It's not as great. If you came up here, you'd be like, oh, it's just like every fucking fast food joint.
it's like all fucking IHOP and all that shit.
Dude, I've ate IHOP once after drinking in Niagara Falls. And I was like, oh, it's a good time. It's like 11 or probably 11. I was like, I'll have a buffalo wrap. And I was like, I drank a lot the night before. Like I usually, back then I would most likely throw up in the hotel toilet before I left and in the morning. And I ate it and I threw up everywhere in their washroom. Like it was like on the walls and stuff.
When I was in Orlando a while back, we went to IHOP like 2 or 3 times for like breakfast the morning after, and like we were out till like 3-4 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
And like I swear to God, dude, I don't know how I held it together. Like I was eating like all that garbage IHOP food and drinking their garbage coffee and all.
Dude, it is that feeling when you're like so hungover that you're still drunk still. You know that feeling, and you're like eating something and you're not sure if you can even keep it down. Oh, I hate that.
And like every
I've
time
done
we
that too
went
many
there, it was
times in
like
my life.
super fucking busy.
Yeah.
So I'm like getting like claustrophobic and shit.
families.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die.
All these families and stuff like with their
Yeah,
kids.
and it's
You're
like 40
feel
degrees
actual
outside.
Garbage.
You drunk fuck.
Is this dude supposed to be like some like cringy like Santa Claus looking dude that's like giving her backstory lore?
I think he is. Yeah, I see. 11 years ago.
11 years ago, I was Santa
What?
Claus. Now I'm
My
drunk in a
wife.
bar.
Santa Claus is based on the Emma muscaria mushroom. I'm convinced now. Amanita muscaria.
Is Santa Claus a cool dude or not?
Pilly. I was like,
Billy,
Billy
that's
was
a
called,
good name, actually.
I was like, because I was gonna say, I was thinking about sounds fucked. I was thinking pedophile and Billy, so it came with Billy.
Billy.
But like, Billy's like, you were calling him a pedophile earlier, and I was like, well, I'm like, he's probably a mushroom, but the symbolism of it is just kind of strange. And then everyone's like, well, you don't want to take that away from a kid, and I don't.
That gore there
I saw
wasn't,
that.
wasn't actually that practical effect. I would prefer it to be that shitty practical
Yes.
effects than be CG. That was actually not bad.
Cut it in half.
I think I might tell my kid that. Hey, you know
That
Tom
Santa
that I
Claus
do
is
the
a
podcast
pedophile?
with? He said Santa's a fucking mushroom.
Oh, yeah. Not a pedophile.
A mushroom delivered that PlayStation 5.
It's funny because, like, I said on the show, I've said this before, is that, like, Santa Claus scared the shit out of me, though. Like, I remember, and my brother will attest to this, that there was one time it sounded like there was something on the roof. Okay? And then we were like, I ran into his room and we were both like scared. Like I wasn't like excited, like, oh my God. I said this to Billy. I was like, I felt like it was weird that there was some man that I didn't know that ate my fucking cookies, you know, that I put out. And next day you'd see it half bitten and the carrot bitten. And it didn't really like, I wasn't excited about it a bit, but it was more actually scary in my opinion.
It's funny actually you say that, and I can't remember what show it was I was listening to this week, and it was something in Ireland. I don't know if it was a radio show or a podcast or something.
Yeah.
And have you ever heard of like Lapland? Like that
Lapland?
Santa, you go to Lapland to visit Santa.
Oh, that sounds really creepy.
Yeah, right. That's like another name on it, like that you go to.
Weird.
Like,
I'm
you
gonna
go
be
to
like
the
Chelsea, come over here and sit on on Lapland.
So it's funny actually that you say that, right? Because I never tied the two together. Weird. So the guy was talking about like this whole conspiracy about like, well, do you know why people refer to that part of the North Pole where he is being called Lapland is because obviously you sit on Santa's lap, and then they kind of dove into this like creepy aspect of the character of Santa.
I want to do an episode because I'm going to run out of ideas to do for the Christmas specials. Like, because we've done monsters, we've done true crime, we've done Krampus. I know there is more. I found other stuff that could be a special, but I'm like, what am I going to, I just call it episode, is Santa a pedophile question?
I was literally going to say that because over here, like kids call him Santy. So you could just have Santa the pedo.
Yeah. Pedo, but put it both, but put like it's the same word, but in brackets.
Pedo Santa.
Yeah.
So this is the cop, is it off duty? And he's just like rock climbing into a cave.
Yeah. You know what I've been watching for the first time? We watched the reality show is Squid Games.
No, I actually haven't watched it.
I can't get over it. Like it's okay so far, but I can't get over the dubbing. It really does bother me. It sounds like white people doing a voice for an Asian. It does not match up at all.
Do you remember that shit from years ago, Takeshi's Castle?
No, I did. What, Takeshi or Takashi? Takashi 6ix9ine, that like rat?
No.
Snitch?
Takeshi's Castle. It was like a 90s like game show, TV show, Squid Gamey kind of thing.
Not at all.
Yeah, it was another one of those like weird like Asian things.
Oh, when they dubbed it over?
Yeah, it was just like this weird like game show thing that they used to have, and it kind of reminds me of like Squid Games. Yeah,
there was one that was very funny. It's like, you ever seen like Wipeout, where like those people go out, like they do the obstacle courses or whatever? It was like that. I think it was like the original thing of this, and it was on like Spike TV over here, which is like the man channel. And they would play this game show thing, and they would dub them over like very bad, and it was actually kind of funny because it was awful.
Remember when Spike TV? I remember being younger, and that was like so cool, where it was like the world's most amazing cop car chases.
Yeah, it's so funny. Is this where Grinch takes his victims to like fuck him in the mouth or something?
Do you know what the worst part is? Though,
we did get to see his cave.
This cave is fucking shit. I had something better envisioned in my head.
I know. I don't know.
Just pimp slap him.
No, he tripped.
Oh wow! Why did it sound like he got slapped?
Because he's in a sack, and I was going to pretend to be dead. Like that thing just wasn't there before. This is so weird. Him just like stomping, like the fake snow is really bad.
Oh, and I'm not like, they keep doing that thing where they're showing his face, and he keeps trying to do like the Jim Carrey expression.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, man. I lied. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It is. I don't know. There's something.
I mean, it's
already really cringy. The fake snow bothers me. The no snow in the movie bothers me. The cave bothers me. I wanted him to talk, even if it was horrible. I just wanted you to try it.
I feel like that would have been better.
You know. Oh, there's Santa Claus.
Right. Okay. So there's a dude with a gun that he's able to disarm and like beat the shit out of him, but when there's a Grinch, he can't do anything.
I know, runs away.
Oh, that's Doc Zeus.
Yeah. Huh. Bam, bam, bam.
Wow, even like the entrance to his cave is pretty weak, and like they're outside of his cave shouting, and it's like, would he not be able to hear you? Oh, God.
This guy's acting is not great. The old man's not bad, but the cop is like not good.
So will you have permits for these?
He's rhyming.
He's actually not bad.
No, I said the old man's not bad. The cop is like actually like killing me. You know what it's like? It's like Hayden Christian in fucking Star Wars.
Oh,
just horrible.
Ugh.
Mannequin Skywalker.
Christ.
I killed them all.
He reminds me sometimes of fucking James Franco as Harry Osborn.
Who?
Fucking what's his name out of Star Wars?
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Let me
I
see
can't
what else
lie
that
though,
old dude has been in.
the scene in the new Kenobi show, have you watched it yet?
No, I bailed out on
wow.
all that stuff. All that Disney stuff, I was like, I'm bailing.
The Kenobi thing was actually pretty good. There's just one thing in the whole series that is just worth watching it. I actually thought it was only okay, but the one scene was like the best part.
I was really into
Boba Fett.
yeah, Boba Fett,
Mandalorian.
or as they call it over here, Boba Fett.
Weird.
Um,
Baba?
yeah, Boba.
They say it in the
Boba
film.
Fett. Boba
They say it in the film, Return of the Jedi, like Boba, where's Boba Fett? When he's like,
Where's
Han
Boba
Solo's
Fett?
blind. Why would they call him Baba? That was so weird.
I was really into
That's
that. and
his
then I
like
can't remember.
inbred cousin.
He's the one with like one fucking goofy eye.
Yeah, that's why he never takes off the helmet. He has the helmet for a different reason.
He looks like fucking what's his name from Hills Have Eyes, where he's like,
Yeah. What, the one that's kind of nice?
yeah, what's that big goofy looking guy? He's
I
like
can't
Sloth from
remember.
the Goonies.
Yeah.
Pluto.
Yeah. No, Pluto's bad. The other one is not, like the guy that like led them around. But I guess Pluto seemed pretty happy when his brother was doing the thing with the girl.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh wait, are we gonna get nudies? That might bring it up a point.
I don't think so. I don't think they even have the budget for that.
That might bring it up one Grinch pube.
Yeah, it's not going to. They would have shown it already. It's like Boo, man. Every 80s horror movie had that.
They're just insinuating nudeness because obviously you have to be nude to have a shower.
I know.
Oh wow,
Did you check out the fucking new intro song yet or what?
No, I didn't look at it yet.
Do you want me to bring it up after this? I probably can.
Did he? Wait a second. Did he just like let himself in?
Yeah, and they wasn't she kind of resistant a bit?
She's like, I have no reason to stay here, and I was like, I need to leave.
Oh,
cool.
Is she having a nightmare? Well, I hate the CGI blood.
I hate the nightmares. It's old now.
nightmare.
She's had like 5 of them.
I know. Listen. Does it not sound like Anthony Hopkins? Definitely does. And now she has
Oh
a wig.
no.
Don't do this. This
No.
is dun 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 dun
And
dun.
no, she said, oh my God, for everybody who's just listening to the audio, she is currently set up a Grinch like punch bag, and she's like training. You know what this is ripped off from?
What?
Halloween. The
I know,
Jamie Lee
definitely.
Curtis character where, you know,
Yeah.
it's like her 40 years later or whatever, and it's like she's been training with her shotgun in her yard. She has all her tools ready. That's exactly what this is. Wow, she's
It's
even
definitely
dressing
copying
like
that,
her
yeah.
there.
Yeah. This is
I swear to God, right?
they're
If she leads
copying
him,
this whole thing.
if she
and she
leads
can't
him
even shoot.
into her house as a trap, the very same as Halloween.
Yeah, and then she's gonna burn him in the bottom of the basement.
Oh my! Could you imagine?
Well, look at what she's doing.
Oh wow! Look, I'm so happy. I'm buying like fireman's axe and rope.
She is. Yeah, they ripped that off.
That was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're the creator of this, but that was.
Do you know that's my
terrible.
favorite Christmas song though? That dun
Yeah?
dun dun dun. I got to send you a version
I used
that
to
I
love
love.
that in Home Alone where he's in the church with the old dude. Remember, he's like, "Well, I used to have a son a long time ago too," and all that shit. Do you remember? And then he's like,
Oh,
remember he's like,
yeah.
"It's 9:00. I gotta get home." And then as he goes home, that music comes on.
Dun dun dun. Okay.
Oh no, she's dressed in like full MMA gear there.
And now she's getting better at shooting.
I'm so happy. I'm so good at punching the Grinch.
And the drawing when she was a kid that she showed the cops.
Oh no, this is
This is like getting
fucking
really bad.
terrible. This is. I need to open a second can of moobs here.
I'm done both my things of eggnog, and I was like, I need more rum.
Go get another one. I'll keep people entertained. I have two cans of moobs open. Oh, actually, wait. You're married. You're married now, and it's a Tuesday night, so you're not allowed to do that.
I probably could. I could probably get her to bring me up a beer.
No, I don't think you're allowed. I think if you text her, all you're going to hear is whoosh, and that's going to be the whip hitting Tom's ass. Y'all don't realize underneath that Santa hat, Tom has two tits on his head, like the tit-headed dude from Little Nicky.
Can you bring me a beer, possibly?
Baby, please. I'll do anything you want, please. Baby. Love you so much.
I'm saying that.
When are you getting time off so I can come to Canada?
You have to tell me when you want to come.
You have to tell me when it works for you.
I would say the warmer seasons because it's going to be.
When is the warmer season over there?
May, June, July, August, September. I was like, man, maybe even we could figure out something to do in like September, October. Oh, I was gonna say something else to you earlier when I was trying to riff on this stupid movie.
Egg
That's
heaven.
so funny. Egg heaven, bro. Eggnog.
Warm cans of moobs.
It's funny because I also have Heineken downstairs. That's why I'm like, can you grab me one of those?
Baby, can you get me one of those cans of moobs, please?
I need
to top up my injections.
Yeah, that's why I said, I was like, we don't drink Heineken in this house.
I'm fearing to say the word that something beginning with V.
Yeah, you can't. No. They're great.
Yummy. We love them. Sponsor us.
Yes. It'd be so funny if that happened. Be like, they don't even know about our show. They just hear us saying it all the time.
Could you imagine like if that, and then like everybody sees us after talking all that shit, and then we're like, you know, the way like the Nelk boys have like Happy Dad?
Yeah.
And we just have Heineken logos all over everything on the show.
That's so funny. We need that though. Billy's like, if you sponsor us, he's like, all I'll drink is this beer. And then he was like, I was like, what if you don't like it? He's like, my wife will just drink this beer. Or something like that. It's just funny.
Surely at some point out there, if we keep pushing, maybe some company out there. There's actually a company local here called Yellow Belly Beer, and they do it'd be right up your alley actually, because they own a bar in town and they have their own brewery downstairs and they brew all their own IPAs and shit. So
we have tons of those in Canada. Everyone's trying to do that
could
shit.
see you sitting there like a nerd being like, yes. Yummy.
I love IPAs. So good. There's tons of those around here, but I could go try to sell it, but I don't. It's like, hey, do you want to like? We drink beer all the time on this podcast. That's very well. I just have to be like, don't look at what I describe my show as, because like offensive. He's not
just know that lots of people listen sometimes. So give me free beer.
I know. I'll sponsor you if you give me free beer for the first year, and then eventually you start paying me.
Now, the issue I have with that is, that cleaver he had looked like something that you buy in the Dollar Tree.
I know.
Okay, practical, not bad. I don't mind it. See, I could live with that.
Still ridiculous.
Oh, it's still
chopping
like,
him up.
Yeah, it's still terrible. Like, but I prefer that rather than like weird CGI that's like looks so out of place.
Me too. This guy's definitely, I think, wearing a wig.
He's supposed to be like the stoner delivery guy.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude, body parts, dude.
He hasn't seen them yet. He's delivering them. And I'll be like, bam, 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 bam. Oh, I forgot. That's what I was doing. I can't forget what I was doing. Come on.
That fella is like really like...
I
too much.
Do not like his acting.
Wow, now he sounds like one of those like fucking 1920s like radio hosts.
I know. Don't be doing that today, sir. We're gonna lock you up. What is that song called? Carol of the Bells. That's what it's called. I work at Burger King. Make it. Did you know that song?
Yeah.
Do you know the Burger King one? Okay, good. Because I'm like, you have to know that. It's like internet famous.
Is that that's like that riff on that like whole Family Guy thing, isn't it? Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
Yeah, but that was originally like a video.
Yeah.
And then they ripped it off.
Yeah.
Fucking son of a bitches. Okay, I have to fucking. I don't think we'll get. She's not doesn't have a huge following, but it's a commercial. Get out of here. Shut up. Okay, while we're watching this bad acting,
fucking terrible.
I'm gonna share my screen.
I'm sorry, right? Let me just get this dude up. What's he called? Eric Baker, Sheriff.
Yeah, you gonna tell him how shitty he is?
I'm sorry, dude, but this just ain't it. I don't know. Let me just check what else he's been in because I hate completely shitting on someone's career. But this one isn't it. Okay, he hasn't been in much of note, so
that's probably why. It's because he's trying to act, but he actually cannot.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Eric,
even too, man.
I just hope that while they were
bad acting.
filming this, that they were like, yes, we know that this is terrible.
I'm sure they did, but I can't stand bad acting. Like I said, they put all that money into like the new Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever, like the remake. And then what bothered me the most was how bad the acting was. But then the remake of like Friday the 13th wasn't bad because you had like the dude from that Supernatural show. Like there were some decent people. Thank you. I can't get up. Come
wow,
on.
I can't believe you pulled that off.
I'm not going to be in the camera.
Wow. I cannot believe you pulled that off. Tom actually managed to pull that off.
Thank you.
Now,
I love you.
The question is, did he get a moobs?
I did. A hiney.
Yes. We have converted Tom.
I'm never buying this again, bro. Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh my god.
What?
Wait a second. Don't share anything yet. Just look. Oh my god, what is that?
Is it like supposed to make fun of Bigfoot?
Oh my, but why? Like they're talking about this like it's serious. How badly photoshopped?
So weird.
Oh no, wait. Oh, dude,
she's
whole
in
thing
on
is
it.
just fucking.
So
okay,
cringy, bro.
Right, you were sharing your screen, were you?
Okay, share it.
How do I?
It should be this one. It's in the bottom.
I've actually never shared.
It's in the bottom. It says stop sharing screen. I can see it. Can you not see it?
No. See, my screen shows up different than yours. Okay, bear with me for a second.
Okay, that's fine. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they did another
Tom's
version.
screen.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh, weird. It cuts me off. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you. Hold on, just bear with me for a second. Let me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put you back there.
Yeah.
And.
Probably the best Christmas song ever. You'll really like it. Well, let's play a clip of it. I don't think we're getting in trouble, so don't sweat it. Oh, you need to add another camera. I see what you got to do. Oh,
is that fixed?
Oh, sick. What's in the background? So you want me to play it? Check this out.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Can you hear it?
Nope.
Can you hear it? What?
Nope.
Oh, son of a bitch. Let me stop sharing. Let me try this again. There you are.
Hey.
You're right there.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, also share audio. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, try that again.
Wow, I don't know what's going on now. There's like 75 screens on my site.
Okay. Can you hear it now?
We can hear your movie and everything.
Shit, I'll fucking turn that shit off.
I can hear that stupid bitch in the background.
I'll turn that down. Okay. Oh, yeah. So give me a second. Where is it?
Don't bring up your dick pics, Tom, please.
It's underneath this. So I have to. You can see my movie now.
Tom spread eagle on the bed.
Okay. Now where is that? All right. Okay. You ready?
Jesus. I can hear her voice again.
I hope we can do that louder. Oh, it's the movie.
People are like, what the fuck is going on?
What's happening? Oh my god, this is turning into there. Jesus. Can you hear it?
Yeah, well, this commentary is
Oh,
going to be
I can't even
unusable
hear
now
you.
because
I
everyone's
hope
going
you can
deaf.
hear it. Just wait. It's gonna get into it. You're gonna like it.
I'm sorry, everybody. Tom has just hijacked the entire commentary with his fucking music. Oh, I've heard
When
this
you start
before.
screaming, it's sick. Just wait. It gets so good.
I'm not sure what we're waiting for, everybody, but okay. Oh yeah, I can hear it now. Hey, I'm back again.
Okay, pretty good, eh?
How do we get rid of me?
I don't know, whatever you did. Oh, there you
Hello
go.
again, everybody.
Man, I'm having fun with this one. That movie
This
is
is
still
actually more
playing
fun than
somewhere.
I thought, even though the movie is
Not that
not
great.
so good.
I don't even know where I put it. I can hear it going, though. I can hear somebody's dying and I'm missing it.
Yeah, she's like, oh God.
Oh, there it
So
is.
like she was like punching him, right? And he like fell back and he's like,
Wait.
"Wah."
I cannot
Wait,
find
is that
it.
music in this? Wish you a Merry Christmas.
And tidings we
Cringy, man.
bring.
What the fuck? Oh, he's kidnapping her. Wait, no, he's not. He's smashing her head open.
Oh, that's why it's on another screen. I thought it was on the one thing. Okay.
Oh, cool. So he chopped the
I saw
mayor's head
that.
off by using like the back of the... What do you
Nice.
guys call that?
I didn't see it. I just clicked on the screen now because I
Where
lost
do
it.
you put your groceries when you're going back to your car?
In the trunk?
In the trunk. Cool.
What do you call it?
We call that the boot.
That's weird. Is that because you guys like kissing boots?
I don't know. It's like boot. Open the boot there for me, will you, and put the stuff in it.
You don't say trunk?
Nope. If I said trunk over here, people are like, what is wrong with you?
So weird, man.
Yeah, it's called a boot.
It's called a fucking trunk.
A fucking trunk.
You know who I liked in Dragon Ball Z trunks?
Oh, this is really cringy. Actually, the two cops were all being like, I'm a trained investigator. Well, I'm the better policeman, so...
Who's the better actor? This guy that doesn't act
has
versus this
worse
guy that doesn't
dialogue?
act. It's not natural. I don't know how, like, even I feel like you'd have to get better at it, and I would probably do it at the beginning, but, like, I feel like you have to, I don't know, if it seems too forced, it doesn't sound natural.
Yeah, to act, you have to like nearly not act.
I know. Really, yeah.
Because like the way that dude is being there, that sheriff or whatever the fuck he is, the way he's acting there, like I
Yeah.
nearly expect him to rip his face off and be the Grinch.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the way he's all like,
you're
yeah, it's a
fooling
sweet
everybody.
thing, and I'm being all like,
Yeah.
who's this?
He's another dumb cop. There's always the dumb mustache cop. What the?
He's just like another random guy they found and just went like put a cop suit on him. What's this?
What the hell is happening? Does she have no
I'm
head or
here.
something?
Oh, she's like tied up or some shit with something weird. Is it her face or something?
Damn.
What's
You're
with the
trouble for him.
sound? Oh, that was him when he was younger. That was me when I didn't have this rugged beard. Oh, this is just fucking getting cringier by the minute.
I don't understand why they take these directions.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I gotta tell you, Santa, there's something here that doesn't seem quite kosher.
I almost spit out my beer.
You almost spit all over your Christmas bib.
Yeah. Isn't it this sweater? I said to Billy, I was like, doesn't it make me look like a woman? Like the way it fits my body is not a fucking appealing at all. But it is just funny. It's just like
I had a Gremlins one, dude, for the longest time. And I swear to God, that shit like made me look like a squeezed out used fucking toothpaste tube.
yeah.
It was fucking not flattering. I used to wear that shit to work when I was a manager in GameStop, and I think I fit the description of a GameStop manager
That's so
perfectly in that dumbass fucking.
It's so thick, like it's not like a fake sweater. Billy has like a fake Jingle My Ball sweater. This thing is like actual.
Yeah, mine was the same. The only thing is, after a while, I found it like super like uncomfortable. Like if I was drinking in it, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, I need to get this.
I
shit
know.
off.
And this one has a huge neck. Also, why it looks like a woman's sweater. You know how like you have the big sweaters that go around like kind of show a little shoulder. Like that's what it feels like it is. Like, the neck is so big.
Just need to pull like a tuft of hair out off your shoulder. Just like
when we went to a Christmas party recently, like Chelsea got me this nice button-up shirt, but then I left one button open and my chest hair was like all coming out, and then she's like, "You look like you're in a porn set. Like, do that up." And I was like, "No, I don't want to make it obvious." And I was like, "No," and then she's like, I was like jokingly doing this, and then she's like, "No, close it up, make it." And I was like, "All right, fine, finally."
Just open it in future before you go out, and then just shave an exact like circle.
yeah.
Just of that piece.
Or just shave.
She just done a front roll, dude.
I saw that. Shave a triangle in my chest so that it looks like that's the only chest hair I have. It's just like that little spot I'm showing.
So what was the need for her to do a front roll from the window?
I know, there was no net. And they'd just be like, look at my moves. I'm into it now.
Look, I'm trained. I have my hair tied up like Laura Croft.
So weird. He would, if he was there long enough, he would just be unconscious, and then eventually the blood would pool into his head. He would die.
Dude, right? I had an inversion table a couple of years back for my back. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what
that
it
shit
is.
where like you like strap your ankles in, that like turns you upside down.
But
to try
why?
and, like,
Does it feel
alleviate.
good?
It does, like because I suffer from like really bad disc pain in my lower back, so it does help. But the problem with it is the part they don't tell you is you can get like severe nosebleeds, headaches, like bloodshot eyes,
shit.
feeling like you're about to die. Like I basically couldn't get the benefit from it for my back because
I know,
like, the
you train yourself
facial and
upside
head pain
down.
was just terrible.
So weird. Yeah, I feel like they probably have there's a cure for back pain, for disc problems. There's a cure for everything, bro. Just gotta rub it on your back. It's
I'd love to tie my arms to one car and my legs to another and just get them to gently like drive away from each other
until you rip apart.
No, just to like pull my.
I always feel
apart.
like, why is he singing?
Is that to try and like lure him out?
Oh yeah.
What is he talking about?
He can't sing the song because he's a terrible actor, doesn't remember his lines.
So you done all that for him to scream and you to run away.
Yeah, I know. You guys fucked up. I thought I was going to kind of like this, and it's just like became so cringy, the direction that they chose and how they tried to film it, and how he's essentially some sort of like creature living in a cave, like a Bigfoot creature that like doesn't talk. And
this went downhill really
that
fast.
CGI is so bad.
CGI blood. Cool.
Like when it closed on him, it looks CGI.
Yeah, and it's like the layers are not even set right, so there's like blood like underneath his hand and like over his hand, so you can clearly tell it's like layered in.
What the fuck?
I don't know. This went in a weird direction. Did you like that song though? Isn't it good? And
I've heard
when
that
I
before.
listened to it and she started like screaming, like dun, 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 whatever, I was like, oh, this is my jam. They do a This Is a Halloween. They do This Is Halloween too. This is
That's
Halloween,
that shit where you
and
get
it's
like fucking goosebumps.
it's very metal. What?
That's like when you listen to a song like and I get
Yeah,
like
dude.
the chills. I'm like, yeah, I love
Yeah, it
this shit.
does. I thought it was awesome, and they just released Silent Night. I saw like 4 days ago, and I'm definitely listening to that. Shout out Lyric Noel. It's pretty awesome. It's like they're smart for doing this, like heavy metal, like theme songs kind of thing. And she's got a great singing voice and scream. Her fucking growl is dope. Better than the stupid Grinch's growl. It is. They made it weird where he's like some intelligent creature that just makes shrieking noises and lives in a cave. And like comes out to kill people during Christmas.
They just haven't sold it to me at all. Like
No.
to care about any of this. Like even the way
know.
he was like, keep moving, you're going to make it. I know I'm
know.
going to make it. I just got caught in a bear trap. That's all that happened.
I know.
Of course I'm going to fucking make it.
What was that? That
Is this like him now supposed to be like, I started this so I'll finish it?
oh, man.
Or what
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this?
Oh my god.
What is that?
That looks like a cartoon. Why did they choose to do that?
God.
Oh man, like at least with the really bad like 80s films, you don't tell as much because the way it's like filmed, then it's usually darker and it's usually practical effects. But like that weird, like I feel like I could have made that.
Wow, he's really
On a
selling me
phone.
on his injury there a second ago. He turned his foot inwards.
I can't get over what we just watched. I was almost
was
liking the
awful.
I would wish you a merry and then like shooting, but like and then it just
What's
the
the
idea
thing with singing the songs though? Is
To lure
did I
him
miss
out, I
something
guess?
earlier?
to lure him out,
Does
or it's
does
like
he
all
love
these
Christmas carols.
all these songs became public domain. So they're like, we'll make it even Christmasier if we just start singing Christmas songs at the end of the film. So weird, man.
Oh, is this like where she's gonna be like, I'm going back into this motherfucking cave to punch him out?
Yes. Yes.
He's hurt you. He's hurt my dad. I've had it.
I've had it now.
He's
I
hurt
have to
my
use
town.
my own
That's
skills.
it.
My skills. I have these special skills that happen when I fight a green creature that growls at you. Where did that go? That doesn't.
This doesn't end tonight. Oh, don't turn around
know.
and say, what's that fucking thing where it's like, evil dies tonight. And
Yeah.
the fucking Halloween kills.
Even that one pushed it for me. Just earlier speaking about Halloween, like
I could enjoy that one
Yeah.
a small bit.
Yes.
Some of the scenes.
I
love the
really-
flashback scene in that one.
Yeah, there's some good stuff about it. The one part that I really hated was the town people beating him up.
Well, that was just
Like he's like
ridiculous.
Richard Ramirez. Like, you know what I mean? It's just so weird.
Yeah, and the way they were all like, they were like throwing the dude like the baseball bat and all. He's like walking around going like, yeah, let's get it
I
in.
know. I hated that
It's
whole
like,
thing.
fuck.
You made my hero look like a fucking punk.
You know what? I feel like I kind of I get into these a little bit more when I have a couple of cans of moobs.
Yeah. Would you say you like getting into some of the days?
I feel like I like flow a bit better when I have a couple of cans of moobs.
Do you see why I drink on my show? It's because
Yeah,
it
makes
makes you a
sense.
little looser. Like even if you're just having like 2 or 3, like if you have like 2 IPAs, it just loosens you up. Like probably I wanted to just sober January. I got like dry January. It's gonna be hard, but I'm just gonna get high, or I'll just like take some mushrooms. Try to.
It's like I felt like garbage before we started recording, and like I actually feel like pretty.
You almost
pretty
like
good
kind
now.
of sound better. Maybe it's a mentality thing.
Yeah, maybe
You
I'm not
know?
sick at all.
That's what Billy always says, right? He's like, "You ain't sick. It's like your mind thinking it is. You can control your mind."
This, I think we were right, dude. Is this the thing where like he comes to the house and she's like, all these like
the
home
battle.
alone traps, like fucking.
He did a laugh. Like I would have liked it if he talked more. Ew, I don't like how
This is
this.
a trap. She's gonna be like, oh, I have a shotgun under here,
Oh,
motherfucker.
yeah. Yes, that's what she's gonna do right now.
I've got my MMA gloves on.
Oh my god.
Guess
who?
who?
Cindy Lou Who.
Guess who? You can fucking see me. She has her combat clothes on under a night dress.
I hate that he
he's doing this
growls
like a
like he's like some
sniper.
fucking wolf.
Wait, now what? Well,
Oh my god, man! The candy cane shotgun is fun, but that fake that shot that looks CGI is awful. I can see you laughing. I'm trying
He's
to find
gonna
our
die.
song on the.
he's gonna die. He's just gonna be miraculously behind him now, and he's gonna like smash his head through the scope.
So weird. Bam, bam, bam.
There's some images for people who are looking at the visual aspect of this. We just have a couple of stills from the movie. There's actually not that much out there to show you,
Which is kind of crazy.
and it's not worth it.
That
How did I know?
one of
he was
him
gonna be
doing
there?
like the ooh on the head, like just like taunting them. He's killing Santa.
What?
I hate it. I'm hating
Why did
this
she?
man.
Oh, why does she have body armor on that has a snowflake on it? On the back, she has a snowflake. I think it's supposed to be
Yeah,
like
and
a
she has like
ninja star,
yeah, because look, she has her bombs. She put bombs into like
but they're like Christmas baubles.
Christmas
no.
balls and ornaments.
What the fuck, dude? That is so fucking cringy. That's not even like it, but it's not even like self-aware enough for me to be like, haha, that's really funny.
There's so many things with this. They lost me on this.
See, I can't help but feel like if this was Full Moon or Trauma or something,
Yeah.
they'd really lean into like, oh, this is like goofy and ridiculous.
I know, but
Whereas I feel like these are still kind of trying to be a little bit serious. Why would she paint all her guns like fucking Christmas themed? It's not
To draw
Fortnite,
him
like
in,
you
I
don't have
guess?
skins.
I hate this ending. He's making all these growly sounds.
Oh no, she's doing the baseball bat thing.
Oh my god! Like this is like
This is like
there's a part of me
either
that
the
wants-
best thing ever or the worst thing ever.
I know. A part of me wants to like it because of the lights on the bat, but then there's like this is just there's so many.
Are
bad
those
things
lights
about it.
actually there or is that CG? Because I feel like the light flares make it look like it's CG.
I can't tell anymore, man. This whole thing is CG. No, not the like. Yep. that
How did
just
she
happened.
fly from outside, threw a
know.
bomb, and then flew the entire distance of the yard into the
back
house?
into the house? Yeah.
That looks so shit.
I'm sorry for the people that did produce this, but this whole thing is kind of shitty.
Okay.
This is I've seen.
I love how the music just picked off exactly where it ended.
I don't even honestly mind what the Grinch looks like, but it is.
See, now he made a normal noise. He was like, "Wah."
I know. Huh? The best part of this whole film has been
the old
man
dude?
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? Oh, we'll wait till this epic scene happens.
Oh no.
Wow. This is like every chance that
Oh
it's like,
my God.
oh, I do not like that. You can't fake fire. It looks so bad.
Just light actual fire.
This is like,
What?
so you remember that movie Sick I was telling you about? That me and my buddy rented just for the cover of the clown, and it was like looked like it was filmed in somebody's backyard. This reminds me of it.
I was just like, you kept it from when I was a kid? Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. It's like, it's a trick, bitch. I'm going to kill you. Oh, it is Santa.
That she saw.
So I was right then in saying that Santa turned mean after that incident at the start of the movie.
Weird. This is so fucking weird.
This is taking just so many weird turns that I'm like, what is
So
going
weird.
on?
The Grinch is now Santa Claus?
I fucking knew it. I knew it. That scene at the start, I was like, is this going to be Santa turns into the Grinch?
This is so weird, man. And these weird snapshots of his face. Like, it looks creepy, but the story is. This is so weird.
Okay, I don't care for that. I do not care for that.
What is happening with this movie, man? I do hope people did watch it with us. Like, you, to me, know what? I take back what I said. Watch this for free. I'll take it back. Oh man. Some of the facial expressions of the Grinch is also really weird. What is happening?
Is he just supposed to be like getting ready to double cross her? Is that what this is supposed to be?
Yeah, or are they gonna fucking? It's gonna be that Grinch movie that we've all said we haven't seen, but we secretly have. Have you seen it? I've definitely seen it. I know you've seen it.
Or no, is he telling her to kill him?
It's his heart.
What is going on?
His heart is growing. His heart grew 2 sizes that day.
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That was fucking terrible. Oh my God.
That was probably the funniest thing I've fucking seen in a fucking horror movie in my life, man. I did not expect that. I thought he was going to become like good all of a sudden. But the fact that they made his heart explode is fucking... Oh, his heart blew up that day. So weird.
Oh jeez, it just gets worse.
It does.
I'm no mountain new man. Even like those viral TikTok clips don't look real.
No. You know what? I know what I will say though. Okay. The government conspiracy shit.
There's
it's
Tom.
funny.
There's Tom.
Yeah. That definitely is. Yeah.
Tom's in the
Too
movie.
much shit.
This is probably gonna
Yeah.
get a
See,
sequel,
move
isn't
over,
it?
Bigfoot. All right.
This is going to get a sequel, isn't it?
I don't think it made enough money, unless because they made how much did they film this for? Like how much? Can I guess the budget? $357. Just kidding.
Let's have a look. Do they have it anywhere? No, they don't have the budget.
Yeah. Because you know why? It was like 10 grand.
I would be really interested to know how much.
Christmas returned almost overnight. So bizarre. The old man lived. Oh, now the cop and the girl are together. They're both wearing ugly Christmas sweaters. How wonderful.
Hallmark movie.
I hate this. I actually thought I wanted to just turn it off after I saw his heart explode. Ended there. That would have been perfect. That legitimately though made me like hardcore laugh. Like it actually got me, which I didn't expect it. That's why. He just like lays on the floor and then it blows his body up with the bad CGI.
That's never a good sign. I can't find the budget anywhere.
Yeah, because they don't want to tell you that they only spend like fucking 10 grand on it. But it's probably more than that, acting and all that shit and paying everybody. Ding dongy dong.
Now the other side of that is, right, I often wonder, like, if I made a movie like this, would I be just like super happy and like feel grateful the fact that I got to make any movie?
To be honest, if I said this was like a GoFundMe type movie, yeah, right? Like if I made this, I think I'd be kind of fun with it. It was fun and I would be fine with it.
Yeah, like if two guys just like off the internet were able to like raise some money to make something like this, I'd probably be pretty stoked. But only if that was the terms.
But it seems like they're trying to like set, like, to be honest, I feel like Blood and Honey will be just as bad, but I still want to watch it.
Same, I really want to watch it. I actually think I have an in as well for the guy who created that. He was on about wanting to come on the show, so that might be interesting.
That'd be interesting. Can ask him if I can be honest about his movie. Who knows? I might like that more. But I'm not gonna totally shit on this, but I'm going to definitely shit on it a bit.
One thing I will say, the little bit I do know about Blood and Honey, it's not actually, like, it doesn't say, oh, this is Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. It's just like lunatics who wear masks that look like them.
Kind of like that.
So like I would prefer that. I don't like the idea of them going like, this is actually Winnie the Pooh.
All right. Now we're getting into it, okay? What we're gonna break it down. What did we think about the Mean One? So if you didn't tune into the commentary and you're just at the tail end, or you're seeing essentially the review part of the episode, what are we thinking?
I don't know. Jesus Christ, man! I don't think I could ever watch that shit ever again.
I will say that, and that's why I was going to kind of give it a 1. And that's just my honest opinion, but we'll wait a little bit on that. I just wanted to say, though, that, like, I thought it was going to start strong. I was kind of like, okay, this can be kind of cheesy, and I might like it. But I will say the things that bothered me the most was the no snow. They were in, like, California or something. It's sunny, and you're just wearing, like, long-sleeve shirts, and it's like, It could have been better if it was darker and somewhere where it snowed, a small town or something like that snowed. And that really bugged me. I got more stuff to say. I'll let you come into this.
Yeah, I don't know. It started off really strong for me. Like I don't know if like people have checked out the actual commentary. If you look at the start of it, like I'm smirking quite a bit towards the beginning because I was like, wait a second. This narration is pretty good, and I like the kind of like
Anthony
play
Hopkins
on words, and like that play on words they were doing with like the Dr. Seuss kind of like rhyme and everything. I was like, you know what? Actually, I might actually really love this. And then it's just like from there, it just slowly fucking descends.
As soon as he started growling, we both commented on that was something that we didn't like. As soon as she sees him, like, it is weird. Okay, we see him kind of at the beginning just a bit or whatever. But when you see him when he's in broad daylight walking around, I'm like, is this when you guys why would you choose to film then? You're actually taking away at least some of the aspect of it being scary by doing it in broad daylight, because nothing is as scary as it is. Hills Have Eyes is maybe something a little different, but like, with the mongoloid creatures, but I don't know. bad choice.
And it was a weird kind of so like even if you look at the artwork for the movie, they show like it looks like a snowy town and like this house kind of in the middle of nowhere with a big Christmas tree, and there's like snow on the roof of the house.
See,
and
weird.
then in the background you can see that giant like Grinch mountain thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
did we ever get to the mountain? Because from
they
what
just
I
kept
could
showing
tell,
shots of it, but yet his cave is just at the bottom of the mountain.
yeah, it's weird because like his cave looks like it's on like under an overpass.
I know.
And, like there's just like some like shrubs and like a few like burnt out trees.
That's
And I'm
also
like, this doesn't-
they
this
could
doesn't
have
look like-
added more decor even if it was like horror decor, like blood and guts or anything to the cave. It seems like they try to use so much CGI to get away with like the idea of either props or places they could film at that they're not going to ruin. Even like the blood on the jukebox that they had and it was CGI. It's so because they could rent that jukebox and give it back in the same condition. I guess that's the way they view it. I'm sure for a budget thing, but you're not going to make really a lot of money. The only reason people will click this like we did is because we're like, whoa, someone made a horror movie about the Grinch.
So you know what I would have done there personally. So
Yeah.
there was like that scene where the SantaCon people come to like the diner or whatever it is or the bar,
Yeah.
and like he goes in and like kills like fucking 15 people in one go.
Yeah.
That right when I say
I was
that,
almost
people
into
probably
that.
go, yeah, people will be like, oh, that sounds pretty good actually. The Grinch killing like shit tons of people all like in different ways. What I would have done, right, if my options were like limited with money and like time and whatever,
Yeah.
if they had have cut like half of those kills out,
But made them like
You-
practical and
yeah, you could have
More
scrapped
gore.
the CGI completely and just done all practical.
dude, there's horror movies where there's only a couple kills or whatever. Like the idea of like all of the recently, I'm gonna say even the newest Leprechaun movie with the new guy, not Warwick Davis or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it. Like I
I
actually
really
thought it was
enjoyed that.
okay, and like I feel like they were gonna be covering that. I actually would like to cover one of those newer ones because that one was him being a little more childish kind of Leprechaun.
So on the topic of that, right, the guy, Steve Kostansky is the name of the guy who done that newest Leprechaun movie.
Yeah.
And he is super famous for a movie. And I think it would be right up your alley. And I don't think you've seen it either. And I
Yeah.
think it would make for a really good commentary. Have you seen Psycho Gorman?
No, that sounds wild.
Dude, I swear to God, it is so good.
All right, we'll have to do a
It's
commentary
so
on that.
ridiculous.
But like this side, even like the original Leprechaun, right? There was only a couple kills, but it's just set up nicely. And they just used a house essentially for the whole filming of the movie. I know Jennifer Aniston poo-poos it. We have to cover all of this because I actually really love those movies.
Same.
But you know,
So much
this
so, look, I have the motherfucker sitting behind me.
I know, so creepy. But like really, right? They did this and they tried to have it in all these different locations and set it up, and then they were sacrificing it for like money. There's so many issues I have.
It's the like, if you had have even look, a lot of those Leprechaun movies are absolutely terrible.
Yeah, they are.
The reason they have like, I love is it number 3 where he goes
Goes
to
to
Vegas?
Las Vegas, yeah. I
Okay,
love
right,
the
so I
first
actually-
three. I've never the space one. I've seen like once. Like maybe think.
So I love number 3, and
So do I.
Because there's a lot of practical effects, and there's a scene where
Doesn't the kid become
guy-
the leprechaun? Right.
the guy
the
wishes for the
dude?
money or something. The old guy.
Yeah, but
and it ends
doesn't
up
the
that
dude? Doesn't the kid in the main part of the film? Doesn't he turn to a leprechaun at some point?
He could. I can't remember exactly. I just remember that scene of the old guy wishes
Oh,
for
yeah.
money or whatever it is,
And it goes in his
and the pot of
stomach.
gold is in his stomach, and then he's like, "Well, you have another wish left," and he's like, "I'll wish it out, or I want it out of here," and he's like, "Okay," and then he gets like his sharp, dirty nail and like cuts his belly open, and
Yeah.
then like rips the skin and pulls the pot out. That right, you could look at that and go, "Oh yeah, well I can clearly tell it's fake," but I prefer that 10 out of 10 times over having some weird CGI belly
Me too.
with like fucking fake.
I remember that
hands and,
scene.
like, fake.
Oh, the first. I don't even care like what people think. The first 3 movies, especially the first one, are good. I remember the first one I saw. This is not a review of Leprechaun. We will actually do that. I think we should do a deep dive, and I'll finally watch the space one. We'll just do like the first 4 or whatever, maybe like this upcoming year. But I said the whole idea of like
we have
how
to do them all because you have In the Hood and Back to the Hood.
yeah. I guess we gotta do the whole thing. We'll have to do 4 hours on.
We have to do the whole thing, and then we have to do
Another
commentaries
green
on.
creature.
We have to do commentaries on number 4.
Yeah.
And In the Hood and Back to the Hood because I feel like those will be right up your alley.
I know people are gonna like this because it's kind of like a promo, but there were that scene in I think Back to the Hood where the guy gets baseball batted or drived. I watched it recently. Like it's like drive-by baseball batting. Me and my friends used to pause that, go back, pause it, go back, and then keep watching over and over. It's just so strange. But the idea that there was movies out there that they didn't have much of a budget and it made them be able to have a better budget the next film or whatever. And if you just sacrifice a lot of, I don't know, if you sacrifice even practical effects, decent acting with maybe a smaller cast, I don't know. I know they probably enjoyed what they made, but I don't know if I did.
I don't know, like, so you have companies like Full Moon and Trauma.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they can release movies and lean into like what they're doing, surely to God you can do it with a Grinch movie. Like, I mean,
I know.
So Full Moon, like, just to give people a little bit of context if you don't know. So they've done like, you know, the likes of Puppet Master, Demonic Toys,
Ginger Dead Man, right?
Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. Fucking, let's see what else.
Evil
have we got
Bong.
here?
We have to do Evil Bong for 420. I want to put it on my show probably too. Live special. We'll do it live.
Let's see. I'm just trying to find some of the like more
So
ridiculous ones. Let's have a look here. Killjoy, which is just ridiculous as well. Let's see. Delta Delta Die, The Baker's Dozen, The Ginger Dead Man.
I don't know any of those other than the Ginger Dead Man.
When Puppets and Dolls Attack.
You're saying go through the whole list?
No, I'm just looking for like, I'm trying to find like ridiculous names like Evil Bong 3D, The Wrath of Bong.
I want to watch those just because I feel like I might actually kind of like it. Just because it's about weed.
Yeah, but what I mean is, right, they really lean into like what they're doing. They're self-aware. Like they have a movie called fucking Barbie and Kendra Save the Tiger King. Barbie and Kendra Storm Area 51. Femalian Cosmic Crush.
That you can't make that movie unless there's like full-on nudes.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's like Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl.
Dude, do I look like one of those, like, you know, I'm just rounding up the slaves right now, you know?
Yeah, you look like either that. It looks like that, or that you should be in one of those fucking, is it like a British courtroom or whatever?
Yeah, I have my gavel. Oh, yeah. Guilty. Fun.
Okay, right. Let's bring it back to the Mean One then. Positives for you. Was there any positives?
I actually did. I did like the Grinch's costume. I will say that. Like, I was satisfied with it. Also, like, I just want to say that I didn't like how he didn't talk. I didn't like that he growled, as we said. But like, I wanted to kind of hear him try to do some sort of Jim Carrey-esque, but with like spin on doing horror, like this, like, you know, like, I don't know what it would be. Like, I'll slice you ear to mirror, and you just like, you know, do something that's kind of like what the Grinch would say, but do it in like a, I'm gonna kill you kind of way. I wish he could have talked. Is one thing, but the costume was okay.
That's about it then.
Yeah,
run out of things already.
Man, to me, like, I'm sorry, but the acting was bad. The CGI was bad. Some of the kills were okay. Like, there was a couple that I was like, all right. Even some of the pin through the head, like the nail or whatever through the head.
They've done that an awful lot though at the start.
I know, so
I felt
weird.
like that kill, they were just like picking different implements, but it was the same kill.
I can see what they were trying to achieve, but they just did not hit the mark. It's like throwing like darts, right? But you hit the wall and you're like, next time.
It'll be fine. Whatever. And then just throw another dart and then miss completely and just keep going, it'll be fine.
That's fine.
Whatever, who cares? Yeah, same for me. Like, I didn't necessarily mind the design of the Grinch. That was okay. I did like the narration.
Okay, I would
kind
say
of
I like that too. Yeah, I agree.
That like quirky, like trying to play on like the actual like movie or whatever.
I did like
or
that.
the
I
idea
agree.
of the books. So I enjoyed that. Some of the kills were okay. Like I like the idea of the chick with the fucking things in her eyes. The
present things, but then at the same time you have to take out her eyes.
Yeah, but it was terrible at the same time. I liked the sentiment, like the
Yeah.
idea of what they were going for, but it just didn't really.
No, it looked fake.
It didn't really come across. I was like,
and that looked fake. It looked like it was CGI, almost blood coming out from her face too. Like they put I don't know, the whole CGI thing is weird to me, and putting too much into it.
That's my biggest issue, and I think it kind of shows, unfortunately, like the state of the film industry at the minute, where it's like cheap. It's cheaper to use like bullshit CGI than it is to attempt to do practical effects, or the fact that the people who control the money are the ones who, are making probably these decisions and telling. Because I'm sure, look, if these guys had an opportunity to, I'm sure they would have preferred practical effects.
Yeah. Well, I agree too, but then you got to pay people, and it's all about the money. It's all about the bottom line. You can't pay people to do jobs anymore, right? Let's just like make like, you know what? Soon, what will happen soon is you'll be able to take your thoughts and put it into an AI generated thing, and it will pretty much make you a movie of whatever you want it to. We'll get eventually, like, we'll kind of give our rating about it, and then because this is like the Christmas special, I'll play you the new song at the end of this. Like I said, I honestly, I don't know, 1.5, and that's like the lowest I've probably rated any movie that I've watched recently.
Yeah, that's out of 10, like, so that just kind of shows you the level of where this is at. Like, I probably will never, ever
I'll never watch it again. I'm sorry.
Again, ever.
No. It's almost like that why did people like that Skinnamarink movie? Because you told me to watch that, and I watched maybe a half an hour of it, and I was like, this is too weird for me. It's making me uncomfortable.
Dude, I tried like 2 or 3 times to watch that the whole way through, and I just couldn't. I was like, I don't know, I just can't, like, I like the idea of it, but then
too.
the execution of it, I'm like, I don't know, I can't get into it.
Me either. I need a little more substance. Yeah, so the Mean One, I don't know,
1.5 pubes.
Yes. I wanted more out of it. I hope I like Blood and Honey more. I wanted more out of it. This fucking wig is goofy as shit. So you ready? Are you ready for this? I'm going to fucking blare it.
Okay, let's
Everybody, this is the new song. I still want to finish it.
This is no music or anything, is it?
What do you mean?
Is there like a backing track?
Yeah. Everything's done.
All right. Okay. Everything's done.
Everything is done, except for I want to see if Aaron can try to rap it. And you'll hear his voice in the background.
He wants me to make it really bad.
Yeah. Ready? It's going to be awesome.
Welcome to ClassHorrorCast. We'll make sure you're not bored to death, but all your friends have disappeared, and you're the last one left. If you want to live, I suggest not doing drugs and having sex. Run through the forest grasping for breath, as you're chased by a maniac wearing a mask of flesh, tripping over dead friends. This isn't over until you get revenge. Final girls try to survive in a violent world. It's eye for an eye. Hide behind doors, lying underneath beds, trying to bide your time and find your strength, and figure out how much time it takes to escape before it's too late, or come face to face with a grim fate. Welcome to ClassHorrorCast. Let's see how long you last as you torture to death. So come join your host Aran and Tom as we bring you a podcast that will leave you laughing in a body bag or a bloodbath. Welcome to ClassHorrorCast. Let's see how long you last.
I love that.
What do you think?
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah. I love that.
I told you I co-some,
like,
and as I edited it and I did that voice, it's so funny because Chelsea was like getting ready, and she just got home. It was like a Friday. I already started recording it, and I already got the first verse done, and I was like, "Don't judge me." I was like, did my like growly like voice that I can do because I used to be like a metal singer, so I kind of like try to pull that out of me. But that's why that was my reptilian voice I used in one of those like songs way back in the day.
So, going off the basis of, I've always said to you, I love the intro for your show.
Yeah. I actually
and
really
like, no matter how many times I hear it, I'm like, I fucking love this. I don't know what it is. It's like the music, the whole fucking thing. I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, there's no way, like, I don't know, you're not even going to be able to get close to like replicating that, and I really feel like that done it.
Isn't that sick, dude? It sounds so fucking dope, and it's like everything you kind of want. It's mostly about like a maniac and like being like the whole horror tropes, the final girl, and I feel like I wrote it in this way where it was easy to consume. Like I feel like I'd finish the song one day and maybe do like a full version. My brother's always like, "Why don't you do a full version of Stranger Podcast?" And I was like, I don't know.
I love that as well.
It's kind of is where it is, but I feel like I could. At some point, do it over, add all the sound effects. It would just suck because I'd have to like send it to Billy to get him to record it with me. But when I was finished like mixing everything, I was like, and echoing my voice, and then I added some good background. Like I can really play with stuff now. I think I was like, whoa, this actually sounds fucking sick because I was like bouncing to it, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, I love that. We need to. I think you're right. I think we need to get a good video now to go with that.
Yeah, dude.
But that is like the new intro.
We need to send it to whoever who's going to create it. And then have like the ending, especially where it's all like, I want like, cause it's a guy essentially getting like his body torn apart at the ending. I just looked up a guy screaming and I found like this fun, like free sound effects. And like, it's him getting his body torn apart. So I feel like we have to make sure that kind of fits in with what the theme is. You know, you're the last one left, you're running through a forest, even if it's just snippets of this stuff. Cause I think that'd be awesome. But I'm very happy, and it's pretty cool because now we can use that as an intro song also.
I'm actually stoked for
the
it.
beats. The beats are like, the beats fine.
Like,
it's a very like, I don't even think he makes beats anymore. This guy's like been gone and around for a while. I've put out my music with his beats, and I've tried to find him. I don't even know where this guy's from, where he is, if he's alive still.
I'm like stoked for that now. And now I want to get working on getting a video figured out.
Dude, it's on the drive. Just a little snippet of us talking, but like if we can get something thrown together, because it is pretty cool. And like I said, if at any point you want to listen to it and try to bring some background vocals, even if you can just attempt to do it, whatever, I'll edit it, I'll make it echo, and at least so the fans can hear you.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I have to contribute something to it.
Yes, even if it's for the main chorus or whatever. But if you want to try the whole thing, just listen to it over and over, and then just try to do it to my flow, and then it will be kind of cool because we'll add everything in the pieces together. And this is the cool thing when it comes to like, because I love making music, that maybe I'll end up doing it more for fun stuff for the show and stuff. Because I feel like there's like definitely a song, I want to write a song about serial killers, like at a point of view. But I feel like there would be I really want to do like a cool kind of horror song. That's why I might take and finish this and do it like about like Jason and Freddy. And
you know what? I feel like there's actually like a market there for that.
Well, you know how there's that guy that raps about video games? Do you know? You ever heard? I can't remember his name. Yeah. He raps about video games, and he's like done pretty well. It's gone out there a lot. Is if I started like if I wrote a song about Jason, and just the whole song is about Freddy, like I feel like I could do it, and then a song about Freddy, and then Chucky and stuff like that. I
really feel like though that there's a market there for that.
I'm gonna start doing it, and I'm gonna call it. I'll call it Horror Boys. And I'll get you to do background vocals, and we'll just put that out on Spotify and shit.
That'll be hilarious, actually.
This was actually a really fun Christmas special. I enjoyed it. I thought it was. I kind of feel like it was a good choice because maybe, like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta watch something shitty, enjoy yourself, to talk, and just kind of, I don't know, have some fun with it. You know.
Yeah, where there's like maybe a little bit less focus on the actual movie, just a bit more like back and forth. Yeah,
because there's nothing. I think
it's a good. Yeah, but I feel like it's a good to have something like that on in the background is a good like way to keep maybe bringing up topics where you might see something that relates to something else and you kind of just go off tangent.
I wanted to see if we can do some stuff for all the fans about doing some commentaries of stuff that we can have like on like maybe because you can be able to pull off these things putting filters over it or something like that, which I could probably achieve. But things like basket case, I feel like we could easily get away with putting in a small box near so you can watch it with us and then see our reactions to it. And kind of, it will be definitely never on topic because that's what's fun about those really cheesy movies. If we're enjoying it too much, we're not like not talking. Like even like when we did the commentary on the Munsters, we started getting it as we were going, but mostly I was like intrigued and actually enjoying it. That it was hard to. Sometimes you need that.
Yeah, for sure. I think as well. if we had like both of us on screen, like around this size, and then me maybe even underneath us, just had it like scaled down slightly and
Yes.
just put a filter on it.
Yeah, we'd be fine.
That I reckon we could. Yeah, I reckon that would be fine.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing stuff like that, and that's what we really want to push to people towards watching this stuff. Obviously, we appreciate everyone that downloads and listens to the show. While they're driving around or at work, we also want that a lot too. But there's always the thing, if you do enjoy the show, to go back and end up like watching it later on YouTube or Rumble. Like I've done that with shows and stuff that I've enjoyed. So it's especially if we start doing this aspect where we can watch a movie together.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Like I've probably rewatched like episodes of shows that I enjoy maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
If it's like, even if it's just something I put on in the background when I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
But there is times where I've been like, you know what, I actually really enjoyed that episode. Let me put that back on again.
Yeah. So do you have any Christmas wishes to part on the people?
Will I be really, really evil?
Jesus, that eggnog. What's
Nice.
evil?
Will I be super evil with my Christmas wish?
Sure, if you want. This is a horror show.
Okay. I wish this movie was never made.
That is pretty rude, but like
Pretty evil.
I kind of
I'm
agree.
sorry, Stephen, but your movie was not
This
great.
does not need to exist. I think you are correct. So I liked it. I wish for everybody to give us 5-star rate and review.
I should have picked that. Damn.
Let's do that. But this was actually we're having a lot more fun on these recent episodes, like just like kind of letting loose for people, and it's been amazing. Yeah, because Aaron's
It's the cans of moves.
Dude,
I'm telling you.
It is. It's funny because I usually will have a couple drinks or get stoned, and there's been times where you don't, and I feel like it does
I'm
allow
drinking fucking 0.
you get into it a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to be an alcoholic. It's like having 3. 3 at the most,
Yeah,
maybe
it just
4.
loosens you up a bit, I think.
I've actually really, and even there's all this potential for us to do a lot of fun stuff for everybody. If there's movies that you want to hear us commentate on or even give a review on, like let us know and we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, that's something I would like to push a bit more. People reaching out to us on either of our pages.
Yeah.
Twitter or X, whatever you call it, or fucking Instagram or Facebook or wherever you want to reach out and just, shoot a message and say hi. And if you have a suggestion for either an episode topic or a movie review or commentary or something like that, definitely do that. I do have one final question actually before we end this.
Yeah.
Is there something, now, and this is a serious question, is there something that you would like to get for Christmas as a present this year? Like whether it be just like, even if it's something simple, like, there was a movie I really wanted or a book that I like hope is under the tree on Christmas.
I will say that it's just, I don't know if I'm going to get it, but a new soundbar. Our soundbar like cuts in and out and it becomes like almost like creepy. And it just sometimes it started doing it back and forth the other nights. It seems fine like yesterday or whatever, but it was like going like where someone was talking, it was in and then out and it just sounded like weird. That would be kind of nice. If we don't, well, we have Amazon cards already from the wedding and shit. So I was like, let's get that. But I've already got something that I liked myself anyway. I got myself a They Live shirt and I think it looks pretty rad. If it's from the right site.
I thought it's that fucking spooky guy in Nigeria.
Yeah, I know. Jesus. That's what I was trying to say.
It's
always the
Nigerian.
Nigerian. It's always the Nigerian.
I thought you were gonna say something really cringy and be like, "I've already got something. I got my wife."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She would appreciate that, but I'm not.
Does Chelsea listen to the show?
No.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's what he thinks of you, Chelsea.
No.
Nothing.
I don't think she ever will. I think.
I don't blame her.
I mean, our kids will.
I don't think
she doesn't want to hear my
even
political
want,
opinion either.
I don't think I'd even want anybody around here to listen to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I know friends that like listen to my show that I like grew up with and stuff that I don't really see anymore. And then one buddy is like, yeah, I listen all the time. And I'm like, yeah, weird. Just like hear me. Cause I don't know who the fuck. Sometimes I say some outlandish shit or I call out some stuff about my past or something. Just in case.
Like when I don't have fucking a Halloween haunt for
Yeah.
that, like local zoo place.
Yeah.
And like after me being there for like maybe like 5-6 weeks, I go in one day and everybody's sitting around, like all the staff are sitting around, like having, like everybody has breakfast together, everyone has lunch together.
Yeah.
And everyone is sitting there, and then one of the girls turns and goes, "Oh, you never said that you had a podcast and that you like co-host another podcast." And I was like, "What's that?" And like there was like, you know, like 25 people there, and they're all like chicks and stuff, and I'm like, And she's like, "Yeah, I see, no, because I seen your show and I shared it in the WhatsApp group here."
That's kind of what you want. Who gives a shit?
No, I'm like,
care less.
cool, great, but I
Yeah.
was like, Jesus Christ. In my head, then I was trying to think of episodes where I was like, have I said anything absolutely ridiculous?
It's too late for us, even me in general. Like I've said some crazy shit on my show, and even this one.
Just have to embrace it.
And no, you just take nothing seriously. That's our motto at Strange Brew. Nothing is serious. Nothing is serious as I say. I have no opinions on anything. I have no beliefs on anything. I actually kind of don't. I just yell about things.
Yeah, look, and like my opinions change on different things, and like we're just having a bit of fun as well. This is the other side of it. Like, it's a podcast. It's a bit of entertainment. It's trying to escape the inescapable hell that we all live in. Look at Tom right now. Just look at that. If you're listening to the audio, turn it off and put on YouTube and have a look at what Tom just done. It's funny. It's entertaining. It's nice.
Pull it up my chest
Christmas.
there. Okay, look at, doesn't it look like a women's sweater though, kind of a bit, especially with the big neck? It's like on one of those like chicks where they have like their necklace showing.
I didn't notice till you said the big neck thing, and
It
I was
is
like,
so
wait a second,
weird,
actually,
man.
it does. Yeah,
I've never had a sweater like this. This was a lot of fun. This movie was trash, but I had fun. So get trashed and enjoy listening to this.
yeah. Why not?
I smoked weed the entire time.
What's the fucking famous saying that Home Alone says?
Be careful of the old man with the shovel and what he's going to do to your butthole.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that. No, I better stop talking.
Yes.
Better stop talking.
That was a lot of fun.
Whoops. I was just going to say Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. so I
Merry
think
Christmas,
I'll
you
leave it at that.
filthy animals. Jesus.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Class HorrorCast.